Now, if you're suffering from a herniated disc, like I said, you need to stay in extension. And anything in sitting is actually pulling you into flexion. If you're doing a desk job, your herniation is probably going to get bigger. So one of the things that I think is really important is don't be shy to stack your blocks up. Like right now I've got 2 underneath me, which feels a little bit weird, but it's going to be easier for me to create a little back bend in my lumbar spine. Now, every time you do a back bend, you're helping to support your back. The other thing that we need to do is activate our core. When you have a herniated disc, your core gets very, very weak because of disuse. So once you've found this weird seat, just see if you can relax as much as possible through the neck and the shoulders, your mouth and your jaw. And I want you to take 2 giant breaths, really filling up as far as you possibly can. And then as you're breathing out, again, relax those tension spots. We'll do 1 more giant breath here. Huge inhale. And feel the tension releasing as you exhale. Now, even transitions like moving from sitting into standing can be very harmful for someone with a herniated disc. As you bend your knees and put your soles of your feet flat, you have to push your pelvis through flexion. So what we're going to do is you're going to force that extension, keep your butt back, and you're going to work on standing up like a weird little robot. Position your blocks maybe on the right hand side of your yoga mat, and then stand up. Notice how I'm keeping that extension through my spine. Okay, really simple to begin. Open your feet about hip distance apart. You're at the top of your yoga mat, and I want you to feel like you're an elastic band. So there's this energy drawing your rib cage up, and then you're going to do a slight back bend. Keep that upward energy as you recover your body back into neutral. Lift up really tall, then start to lean back just with the chest. You can still feel your tummy on, and then bring it back. We'll do 1 more with our breath. Inhale big, and then exhale to recover. Brilliant. Now that feeling of extension we're going to use in a more difficult posture. Extend your right leg backwards so that you're balancing on your left leg. Lift up into your chest. Reach out through your back right knee so that it's straight. If you want to, you can point your toes. And we're going to do 3 of those chest extensions. So you're going to actually hinge from your left hip, bring your chest closer to the ground, keeping your back bend, and then extend a little bit taller. You're going to do 2 more. Come forward, you're hinging from your left hip, your bum is on, and then you're going to arch a little bit bigger into your chest. Let's do 1 more. Come forwards, feel your bum burning, and then lift all the way back. Again, we don't want to go through flexion to put the back foot down, so I'm going to get you to place it down comfortably. Your hands are on your pelvis, you're checking you've still got your back bend, and then we're going to wiggle our right leg back. Your hands are going to come a little bit higher into the lumbar spine, and again, you're just making sure you maintain the pelvic position that's going to help support you. Now I want you to slowly start to lower your back knee down to the ground. You've already started warming up your butt and your quads, but this is really going to fire them up even more. When you get to the depth of your little lunge, push through the front foot, especially the heel, and extend both legs. And we're just going to do 2 more. Go down. Feel the muscles in your back firing. Lift your chest. And push to stand tall. Inhale as you go down. And exhale as you push up. Okay, my lovelies. Turn to face the right-hand side of your yoga mat. Again, tailbone up, toes turn out. And again, I want you guys to get stronger in your legs. Think of your legs as your foundation, so you need them to fire up a bit more. Keeping your lumbar lordosis, that's the fancy name for little back bend. Bend your knees are wide. Again, drive through the heels to extend. So that this becomes more challenging, we're going to raise our arms up, bend, and then extend up. And this is your last one, but I'm going to be a little bit mean to you now. You're going to go down and you're going to stay there, okay? We're going to hold it for 5. Keep your tailbone back. It'll want to tuck. You're going to resist that, okay? Tailbone back, back, back. 2 more counts, a little bit deeper. Excellent. Now float the hands down. I'm going to be nasty and make you do 1 more little thing. Lift the heels, lower them down. Really focus your eyes. Lift the heels, lower them down, and 1 more time, lift and lower. Beautifully done. Straighten your legs, turn your toes in, the feet are parallel. Now, like I said, you never want to hunch forward. This is really going to be damaging for your spine. So what I want you to do is actually put your hands on the front of your pubic bone and feel as if you're lengthening it backwards. I'll turn sideways to show you. Lengthening your tailbone backwards so your back stays in extension. Now, you might find that your flexibility gets to a certain point, whereas if you go any further forward, you're going to collapse. Then you stop. You can see I'm using my legs like props. If you've got a bit more space, you're really focusing, you're lifting your tailbone, you're lengthening through the chest, you're going to go a little bit deeper, and you're going to use your blocks on their highest settings, keeping that extension through your spine. What I find with the herniated disc people that I work with is they never get a chance to stretch, especially hamstrings is very, very hard for them to lengthen. So although this feels like a very contrived stretch, it's actually really amazing, guys. It's gonna help the back of your legs lengthen, and it's gonna keep your back safe, more importantly. Now, I know a few of you guys out there have a little bit more space. If that's you, then you're gonna come with me. If not, please stay where you are. Lengthen the back of the legs even more. Keep that little back bend and take the block slightly lower. If someone had to take a picture of you, you would be like this and not like this. Okay, now to come out, bend your knees, but lift in your chest, almost look up with your eyes, and then reach the arms to the ceiling so it feels very back bendy. And then once you stand, float the arms all the way down beside you. Good job. Turn both of your feet parallel again to the top of your yoga mat. Shift into your right leg with control, and then lengthen your chest up to set the right foot down on the ground. Ready for the other side? Okay, my loves, here we go. Stand with your feet hip distance apart. Feel as if you're an elastic band. Take a huge breath in and extend your chest up high. And then recover it all the way back. Super strong tummy. Really fire up your core. Remember, your core is probably weak because you've had pain and you've stopped moving for a while. So feel the muscles. Really touch them. Be like, oh yeah, I can feel my abs. And then bring it back. And you're going to do one more. Lift, lift, lift out of yourself. And then lean back, 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 back. Good. Now that same little back bendy vibe, we're going to use that on a one leg. So heavy on the right leg. Glide your left leg back and up. Now, yes, I know you already have extension in your chest. How can you give me more? We aren't going to fold forward by moving the body. The movement is going to come from your right butt. That's what's getting your back leg to go higher and your chest to diagonally point forward. Now think of your chest arching to bring you back to where you started. Again, the hinge comes from your right bum. You come forward, forward, forward. Back bend to go a little higher. Nice, and we've got one more time. Coming on back. And then lifting it up. Now bend your supporting leg and think of placing your back foot down. Maintain your back bend and then wiggle the left leg back carefully. And kind of a good rule of thumb is that you have 290 degrees on your knees. We go down and up 3 times. Check that your right glute's firing. One more time. Check that your left glute is also firing. Perfect. Now, if I turned away from you guys, it would be a bit antisocial. So turn towards the left side of your yoga mat. I'm going to turn to face you. Hands are going to go onto your pelvis. We're going down and up 3 times. Last one. When you've gone down into your depth, one hand on the front of the belly, one hand on your lumbar spine, and stick your butt out even more. Reach the arms up to make it harder. Put your conscious effort to really use your butt. And then we're going to lift the heels up and we're going to go up and down from here, which is really wobbly and intense. But I really have faith that the more you practice this, the better it'll become. Extend, and then bring it on down. And then again, extend. And bring it on down. One more time, okay? Don't worry if your heels are even just a millimeter off the ground. It doesn't matter. Cool. Now come down with the heels, come down with the knees. Hands are going to be in prayer. Your focus is taking your tailbone back, sucking in your core. Press into the palms and feel as if the knees are doing the opposite. They're going back. Do you feel your legs? I hope so. Stretch through your knees. Relax your arms beside you. We're going to take that stretch one more time. Turn your feet in to face each other. Lengthen your tailbone backwards as far as you can. And it might be that you already start feeling a stretch, in which case use your legs as a prop. Another thing that you could do is you can actually stack 2 blocks. You can use a sofa, you can use a wall, a table, a kitchen surface, anything that gives you the opportunity to lengthen through the back of the legs without letting your spine collapse down. And then progressively, maintaining your spinal posture, you go a little bit deeper. Excellent. To come out, put your hands on your body, feel the back bend, feel your core control, and then lift into your chest to recover all the way up into standing. Then relax the arms beside you, toe heel the feet all the way back in until you're standing. We're going to do 3 more of our back extensions. Inhale, lift up into your chest. As you do this now, engage your bum. Feel how those muscles are awakened through the practice we've had. And then recover back. And again, squeeze, tight legs, long spine, core, it's active. And recover back. One more time. Here we go. Excellent. Namaste. Thank you for joining me on this video. Remember, if you enjoyed it, please give me a thumbs up and leave me a comment, and please subscribe to the channel to show your support. I can't wait to be back for week 2 of herniated disc video. I will see you guys there.